Hi everyone, doing a video here. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is, in my opinion, an excellent supplement to add to your puppy's diet as well as your adult dog's diet. The way that I add the vitamin C is I do it two ways. I add it through Nuvet supplements, and I have a link below. I also purchase for the larger dogs higher doses of vitamin C, and I do it as a preventative and then as a growth supplement, because when dogs are eating even the high-end dog foods, they're not using game meats, wild game meats. These are the meats that do provide more trace minerals. They're providing more vitamins, folic acid, and typically that's what the heritage diet, the wolves are eating, and the wolves have a much higher life expectancy than domesticated dogs. So it's very interesting. Even if we give our dogs raw, which I am a believer in raw, you have to understand, if you go to Walmart and you buy chicken, these are chickens that are grain-fed. And when I say grain-fed, I mean, for the most part, unless it's organic, it's GMO grains. And if you have GMO grains, it's a very low-quality feed, so therefore you're getting a very low-quality meat. So making this up via a supplement, I feel, is imperative if you do want your Cane Corso to not only grow well, but be healthy. And remember, I'm a firm believer that hip issues are, there's a large percent of hip issues, elbows, bone issues in general, that come from environmental factors, that is overcrating, GMO, genetically modified organisms. As we know, that's in much of our wheat and corn. When given to dogs, dogs don't break that down. So as a result, we end up with sometimes autoimmune responses, it's called, and it's an inflammation of the joints. So that's very interesting. How do we alleviate that? Well, try a new dog food. Add vitamin C to their diet. And this is not just in that case. This is in general. I take myself anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 milligrams of liposomal vitamin C, and I'll show you the differences in just a little bit. It's an anti-inflammatory, as I said before, and from an immune system standpoint, it's just amazing. In fact, there is cancer therapy that uses vitamin C intravenous. It's amazing, and the studies are substantial. I have spoken with people in the medical industry, nurses, physician's assistant, actually, that I know, did a study where they believe that it actually has a great impact on stopping something called septic shock. So I'm not going to get into all of these different studies. I'm just going to say it's something that is very beneficial, and you can't overdose on it. It's not like the B vitamins. And remember, the wolves are getting a substantial amount of vitamin C from eating game that is, for example, a deer feeds on berries, flowers all day that are just loaded with vitamins. So again, when we buy dog food, even the best dog foods, much of this says, all natural, and yeah, it may be all natural, but remember, the meats are they're not wild game, so they're eating inferior feed, and it's just not going to have the nutrients. So at any rate, I supplement. And by the way, I have an interesting study. I'll put the link below the website, and that was an interesting study done in the late 80s on working dogs, and the results were amazing, where this vet actually did a study and cured a high percent of full-blown hip dysplasia on ester C, just high doses of C. So at any rate, real quick here, I'm going to make this quick. Liposomal vitamin C, probably about $35 for that. Ester vitamin C, about $12 Walmart. And we have our regular Spring Valley natural ascorbic acid, 500 milligrams vitamin C. I think that was like $10. Actually, the ester is cheaper and it's better. So if you make a choice, I would go for ester. And then liposomal is the king of vitamin C's. It's going to stay in your body longer. It has double the amount of potency because of the way that it's manufactured. So I definitely recommend the liposomal vitamin C if you want to spend the extra money. Last but not least, Nuvet supplements I use on a daily basis. I'm going to put the link below. It comes out to less than $1 a day for a large dog. Well worth it. And then I give Nuvet Plus to the pups and the dogs, and then Nuvet Joint after about 6 months. So yes, works very good. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me an email. I appreciate you watching these videos. And remember, our goal is to have the healthiest dogs and puppies that we can have, and let's see them live. Let's get Cane Corsos out there living what they should be, 12, 13 years old. Why not? Okay, so let's stay natural and let's care about our dogs enough to do the research. Okay, because after all, many of us say dogs are part of our family, so they're worth it. Everybody have a good one, and you take care.